What's up, guys? My name is Justin, joined with Nate.
What's up, everybody?
And today we're going to be talking to you about our picks, our better picks.
Because we know better than Hasbro.
For Hasbro Black Series, the new Holocomm line that they revealed. If you don't know what that is, check out the video right here. Nate did a solo episode of Figure It Out, talking about the reveal about a week or so ago. I wasn't on that episode, but real quick, better than Carbonized, better than Credit Collection, really whack character selection.
Yeah, definitely.
That's my diagnosis. These gimmicky repaint lines, they're in everything. This isn't even the first time a Star Wars line has done hologram versions of toys.
Right, there's a bunch of 3 3/4 inch hologram figures.
Because you see all the usual repaints. It's the line of repaints, but ignore everything else new. These things need to happen. They happen in every toy line. It's fine. It's not for me personally, unless they do some of these characters, because at least this is from something.
Right.
That's always our thing, you know, at least it's from something, whereas Carbonized is from nothing and Credit Collection is, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's essentially from nothing. So we had a list here. We only have 4 picks, but we would love to hear from you which figures you would like to see. Now, Nate, have you heard of the idea going around that these are going to be restricted to characters that would have a bounty on them?
I have not heard that rumor.
I don't like that. Well, I don't think it's a rumor. I just think it's people are thinking that.
Right, because they are technically more like bounty oriented. Like the little puck has like a nameplate, and then on the nameplate it has like a dollar amount, you know. So it is kind of weird that just in general it's called the Holocomm line.
Right.
But it's actually more like a bounty puck
collection. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. It's called Holocomm. It's not called Bounty Credit whatever, Bounty Puck. So my first treatment here, Hasbro, is get rid of that idea if that's what you're thinking, because there's a lot of characters that appear as holograms in Star Wars, and that's essentially what the idea is for this line that you've created. So if that includes changing up the design of the puck, just make a little hologram puck, generic, maybe.
I would even say like they could just change the little nameplate.
Yeah.
Because that is a separate piece.
Okay. Yeah.
So in theory, they could just keep the same light up base, which, you know, of course it looks more like a bounty puck, and that will bother some people.
True.
But they could keep the light up base the same, and then just kind of change the nameplate to something else.
Right. I also don't know if this is one of those new media Disney Lucasfilm stipulation where it's like, you guys need to make X amount of our figures from our shows, and then this is another way to like do those new media figures, because they're all from new media.
Well, except for Han.
Except for Han, which I can think of a lot of figures that aren't from new media that would be a lot more appropriate. Let's go ahead and start with Commander Cody.
Yeah, this one's obvious. This one seems so obvious.
Now, I would hope that they just do a Cody on the new 2023 Clone Trooper body.
That'd be cool.
And then use that for the Holocomm collection.
Sure.
But when I think of characters that appear in holograms, I mean Cody. I mean, it goes hand in hand with our other pick on here, which is Palpatine.
Yeah.
I mean, execute Order 66.
Right. You literally want a puck of both of them.
Right.
Like, it would be great to have them, because also, side note, these are technically great, like, cosplay items.
True.
If you're a cosplayer out there and you're a bounty hunter, now you could buy one of these and you could be like, look, I got a little bounty puck.
Yeah, that is a good point, actually.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah, and I mean, Palpatine has appeared so many times as a hologram between, you know, Empire Strikes Back, or even something like the Kenobi series, which is new media. So Commander Cody on the 2023 Clone Trooper body is just like a no-brainer pick for this line to me, as well as Palpatine.
Yeah. So I do want to ask you a question specifically about, because the next 3 picks all have soft goods. So let me propose a scenario to you, and I want to hear your thoughts. So do you think that this line will only stick to characters without soft goods, because all of Wave 1, none of them have soft goods? Or do you think they're gonna go the Force Spirit route and give them like a see-through version of their soft goods?
God.
And would you like that? Or would you just hope they would, for some reason, sculpt hard plastic?
That's something I forgot to mention in this video, is obviously these picks that they've done are because there's no soft goods. Like, it all just so happens to be characters that don't have soft goods, especially with just how random some of those picks are.
Axe.
I was listening, yes, Axe. I was listening to the Black Series Cantina podcast, and Mike did bring up the idea of the Force Spirit thing. I was kind of on Zach with that one. I was like,
Right.
I really don't like the look of the Force Ghost figures. They're weird.
Yeah.
Sparkly, pearlescent, and the cape, the soft good stuff is always just weird to me. But maybe the solid color of the cloak would actually work more with the Holocomm collection if they did it the same shade of blue.
Yeah.
Not the purple or whatever, you know.
Right, because it is weird that it's, well, at least, you know, it's Force Spirit, so it's a little different. But yeah, they made the robes purple for the Force Spirits, even though they should have just been blue. Because when you watch the movie, it's all blue. It's not blue and purple.
Yeah, so if they did go that route, I know, you know, in these gimmick, like Credit Collection Carbonized, they're not doing new tooling for this. It's usually reserved for mainline, deluxe, other sorts of gaming greats and stuff like that. I know they're not going to do like a hard sculpted plastic robe for the Emperor, like SH Figuarts or something like that.
Right.
If that's what it takes, maybe, but I would really have to see it in person to see how they would handle just a blue translucent soft goods. It's like, how do you do that?
Right. I think maybe they could. You know, the idea is there with the Force Spirit stuff. Maybe just with a few tweaks they could make it look a little bit better, because our other two picks, well, our next pick is Princess Leia. Probably the most iconic hologram in all of Star Wars, just period.
See, that's where it's like, how are you gonna not do Leia?
Right, because that's like a pop culture moment. It's not just a Star Wars fandom moment.
Right.
The "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope" thing, that is ascended, and it is a pop culture moment that literally anyone walking this earth right now knows what it is.
Wow.
I mean, there's a good chance, large percentage.
Yeah, it's super iconic. Definitely the most recognizable hologram scene in all of Star Wars. It's a no-brainer. And it's like, how are you going to do a holocomm line and not immediately start with this figure?
Yeah, it just would make perfect sense. Although, again, I think with it not being included, it definitely starts to show that our theory is already correct, and that it is just going to be figures that have no soft goods at all that are going to be a part of this line.
And this figure in particular would work as a traffic cone too. If they did a hard plastic version of this character and made it the Holocomm collection version, that would work as a traffic. Ideally, it would be a traffic cone.
You'd want it to be.
You would almost want all of these to be traffic cones.
Well, yeah.
If you're going to be a cosplayer, like, it.
For like stability reasons,
Yeah.
like you definitely. I'm curious if there's actually going to be a peg on the base or not, because I wouldn't be shocked if there's no peg. I really won't be.
I would hope there is.
Me too.
Finally, with our number one pick, it is Darth Vader. I love Vader.
Yeah. Vader is awesome. I believe it was Mafex did a hologram Vader, and it didn't look great, but I always have liked the idea of, hologram Vader.
And this could be Hayden Christensen Darth Vader. And you could even have Obi-Wan looking at the hologram of Palpatine making Anakin Darth Vader when he's like kneeling down. I mean, I know there's a scale difference there, but I am also talking about just Darth Vader. He's more machine than man.
Right.
You know, the classic Darth Vader. He appears as a hologram in Star Wars Rebels, as well as Empire Strikes Back. on the AT-AT with General Beers. So I'm down. This is probably my #1 most wanted. Vader and Leia, I would say. Palpatine too.
Yeah.
I feel like I would actually buy these.
Right.
That's the thing, is I'm not buying any from Wave 1. But if they made any of these, I feel like I'd buy them.
Well, yeah, because these are like the iconic ones that people actually want. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that want all of these figures, but you know, it's like axe woves, okay.
Yeah.
Bo, sure. Like Mando, yeah, there was that one scene which was a pretty cool moment. Han Solo I'm gonna give Han Solo a pass because it is from the framing that it is a bounty puck, and we know he has a bounty on his head. So I will give Han a complete pass. I think Han, I've actually kind of changed a little bit of my opinion.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
I ended up not pre-ordering Mando, but I did pre-order Han.
Okay.
Because I like the idea that I'll have a little bounty of Han Solo.
Yeah.
And that'll be cool.
I can see that.
It'll look cool back there.
Yeah, it's a good justification. But that is our more appropriate, better, common sense. Where are these? How are you going to do Wave 1 and not do at least one of these 4 picks? That's our video, just our more desirable picks, if you will. Definitely let us know what ideas you would have or what figures you would like to see get the Holocomm treatment. Whatever it is, let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to hit a like and subscribe if you are new. We are always talking about Star Wars, the Black Series here on the channel. If you'd like to support us in a more direct way, we do have the channel membership. There's a couple different tiers on there. Join our Discord. Am I doing a good Nate job?
Yeah, links in the description.
Links for everything. Just go down there, hit the links. If not, just watching our content, more than enough for us. Thank you guys so much. I'm Justin, joined with Nate.
Take care, everybody.
And we will see you guys in the next video. But our #1 pick, and probably this or Leia would be like some of the only ways that I would get into this line. Let me re-say that. My #1 pick here.
Our #1.
Our #1. It's yours too?
Yeah.
All right. Let me just redo that. I'm Justin, joined with Nate.
Take care, everybody.